Yo, she doesn't take it slow. She's putting on a show. She's acting like a pro.
Welcome to yet another exciting episode of Rev It Up right on Soweto TV. I still go by the name Mtlizi, and it's still Festival of Motoring Fever. And what we're here to do is to do a little bit of off-roading. Now you're probably wondering how we're going to do off-roading with a Volvo. Well, it can be done, so let's go see.
Baby, let's go.
Now we're hanging out with Sanele, Tammy, and Dada, right? I got it right. And we're literally sitting at the Volvo stand, and we're about to do the off-road with the guys. So tell me, what are you expecting for the off-road? I mean, we're out at the Festival of Motoring. What are you expecting? What brought you here, actually?
Well, I think for the love of Volvo, that's why we are here. But what we're experiencing from the off-road, I think I'm trying to see the comfort levels versus balance levels outside of the normal road that I normally drive in every day. So let's see what it can deliver.
Quite interesting, man. And you know, you get to choose between two cars, right? And that's an XC60 or an XC90. Which one are you taking?
I probably would prefer an XC90. I'm a family man, and I would like to see what it can do off the road. Yeah.
Quite interesting. And now, in terms of off-roading, what do you expect? Do you think it will manage the off-roading? Because obviously, Volvo is more luxurious. Does it? What do you think?
Well, it's got some off-road settings, so I think our biggest thing is to put it through the test. This is a simulation, in fact, so it won't be 100%, but it'll give us an idea of kind of how far we can push it.
So, are you guys car guys? Do you like cars? Your favorite car, maybe?
Favorite car right now it's XC60 Art Design.
Born. You know, people who know where their bread is buttered, ne? And I like it. I like the fact that you know. And for you?
It's an S90 actually. Yeah, I love it. I'm more of an uncle to the whole team, so yeah, I love an S90.
I like that. What do you think? What do you like about the S90?
I think it has a lot of dignity. There are cars that you drive that literally have to carry presence as well. So that's the kind of car that I drive quite a lot, and I prefer that.
Nice one. And for you, in the range, in terms of what would you like?
XC90, I think I'll go with the hybrid T8.
Nice.
Yeah, let's see. Let's go for all in or nothing.
But quite interesting that you're going into the hybrid. I mean, it's electric. Do you think you'll be able to maintain the electric part of it? And what do you think would probably be the most challenging part, especially in South Africa with the electricity?
Trying to find a charging port. And obviously driving from Joburg to Durban, it's impossible. Yeah. But I think it's a start of a new transition or an evolution as far as car design is concerned. As we're moving away from normal gas and petrol into electric cars, I think give it 5 years from now, we'll probably have a fully operational electric car that can actually drive to Cape Town. I believe. Yeah.
Nice one. And obviously, I'm glad that Volvo is in the whole conversation and starting the whole conversation around that.
I think for them that actually puts them a step ahead from others, and big ups to them.
Yeah, man. Well, you heard it. It's all about Volvo. It's all about the off-roading. People like it. I like it. It's all about electricity. But we're still at the Festival of Motoring, so make sure that you keep it locked right here on Rev It Up. I'm standing with Peter Prinsloo, and he is from Volvo, South Africa. Now we're going to go on to the off-road like we said before, but before we go in, we would like to find out a little bit more. You're out at Festival of Motoring, right? And you're about the off-roading experience. And for people who never thought that a Volvo could actually go off-road, what can they expect?
Well, they're going to be pleasantly surprised, first of all, because the Volvo's got a much better off-road capability than people give it credit for. And the best would be for them to come and see for themselves.
Now, you're taking two derivatives, which is the XC60 and the XC90. Tell us a little bit more about why is it so important for us to really focus on the SUV element of off-roading with the XC90 and the XC60.
Well, obviously, the SUVs have more ground clearance, so they have the best off-road capability of all our models in the range, XC90 and XC60. The XC90 has got the highest road clearance, and XC60 slightly lower, but that does not detract from its capability to be an off-road vehicle.
So now you recently launched the XC90, right? And I want to find out a little bit more for someone who's getting into the new generation XC90, especially going off-road. What can they expect from the car?
Well, basically, it's still the same as the old one. The capability is still excellent. And definitely the safest car in the world, and you can do it in style and luxury.
So now we are about to go into some sand, right? I can see that it's a bit, it's slippery. And what advice can you give for someone who's probably driving? Because there are places in South Africa that look like this. So what can you advise them when people who are driving, especially now that we're going to go into so much sand?
Okay, the most important thing about sand is obviously tire pressure, tire pressure, tire pressure. So you need to make sure that your tires are deflated slightly. It just makes the footprint of the vehicle a little bit bigger on the sand to keep it from actually sinking into the sand. The other thing that's important is to keep your momentum. And if you have to stop in sand, not to use the brakes. Actually just come off the accelerator and let the vehicle roll to a stop. Because the minute you use the brakes in sand, the vehicle tends to push little heaps of sand in front of the wheels. And that's usually when you want to take off again, that's what's going to keep you from taking off smoothly, or it can even cause you to get stuck. You can take your vehicle through areas like that, through areas like this. Again, I don't think you'll be buying $1 million plus vehicle to go bundu bashing every weekend. But if you are going up to the Drakensberg and you wanted to go see the snow, and all of a sudden it rains overnight and the road washes out and those type of things, you'll be okay.
And you're relaxed to know that you're in a car that's capable of taking on something like that.
You will be okay. You will be able to get where you need to be. And that's the other thing is, you're still doing it in comfort and style.
Yes. I like how you describe it, comfort and style.
It is what it is.
Is that how you describe a Volvo?
Always safe, comfortable, and definitely stylish.
Now we came, we saw, we Volvoed, we enjoyed ourselves, we went through an off-road experience with a car that we didn't really think would actually do that. But you know what? It did. It did it with style, it did it with luxury, just the way Volvo should. But as for me and Tlizio, don't go anywhere, man. We'll still hang out right here on Rev It Up.